Hello everyone! Yvonne's banner is finally here. Now I can finally give her Artzy. For everyone who has pulled her or plans to pull her, let's get started with the Yvonne guide. I didn't do CBT, so every information is optimized to live server. Don't worry about difference between beta test. Today's video is about Yvonne's every teammate's information and synergy. Long time ago I said, potential 5 Wedge is same as potential 0 Artzy, so I will prove this. It's almost like synchronized dancing, right? My calculations are accurate, so you can trust me. Last video was finished at Xaihi. I will introduce the another operators. These are the main team compositions where Yvonne can perform as the primary DPS. Among them, these 6 teams are the most recommended. This video focuses on the operators themselves. Since Last Right is part of a different 2-striker composition, it will be covered in a separate video. First is Alesh. He's been the hottest topic, and so many people keep asking if Alesh is mandatory. I've heard this question over 100 times. In many subculture games, male characters trade charm for performance, and Alesh is no exception. He is a unique operator who generates skill points instead of consuming them, while also applying cryo infliction. In cryo teams, skill points are extremely limited, and everyone is competing for SP. The Yvonne and Last Right team is relatively better SP economy compared to other teams, but even this team struggles without proper SP management. The skill gauge rarely goes above 100. In the Yvonne team, Alesh does not use his battle skill. His skill button is only used for casting his ultimate. However, he can still recover SP without using his skill. Additionally, when he uses his ultimate, he generates SP while applying cryo infliction. Unlike other characters who consume SP to apply infliction, Alesh generates SP while creating cryo infliction. Charging Alesh's ultimate is very easy. His passive talent gains ultimate gauge whenever solidification is applied. Because Yvonne can apply solidification through both her battle skill and combo skill, Alesh gains ultimate gauge much faster when paired with her. This results in excellent synergy between the two. Alesh's main attribute is strength and his secondary attribute is intellect, but prioritizing intellect is more beneficial. His combo skill enhancement scales with intellect up to 600, allowing him to recover more SP. If Alesh is at potential 3, the golden fish also provides an attack buff. Since Alesh is not used as a damage dealer, focusing on intellect is the optimal choice. The most important potential for Alesh is potential 4. Whether you unlock it or not makes a huge difference in how fast he can charge his ultimate. While it's unfortunate if he isn't potential 4, Alesh is still a tier 0 vanguard and a strong tier 1 support who provides valuable buffs and cryo infliction. Now let's go over Alesh's gear and weapon. In the Yvonne team, Alesh should focus on 3 things: buffs, ult game, and intellect. These are the only priorities you need to consider. Based on my recalculations for the Yvonne team, Alesh has specific ult gain thresholds at 126%, 93.2%, 68.4%, and 13%. Reaching each of these thresholds reduces the number of required skill uses by 1, making his ultimate rotation significantly smoother. These values are based on potential 4. For those below potential 4, the adjusted thresholds are 148.3%, 109.7%, 80.4%, and 15.3%, after previous value dividing by 0.85. The thresholds I recommend are 93.2% and 13%. I'll explain the setup and the reasoning behind it. First is 93.2%. With this setup and a bit of artificing, you can exceed 93.2%. This allows Alesh to fully charge his ultimate in just 4 skill cycles. This also allows you to use Thermite Cutter, which provides a powerful team-wide attack buff. Since it grants an attack buff, it is extremely valuable. Alesh can fully activate 2 stacks through his combo skill and ultimate. Even without artificing, Xaihi gloves provide 20.5% ult gain, making the 13% threshold very easy to reach. This allows you to switch 3 parts to the Frontier set for an additional damage buff. Although Alesh is a strength intellect character, secondary attributes are more important for maximizing the golden fish, so you should prioritize gear with high secondary attributes. More golden fish, more damage for Yvonne. If you need more ult gain, you can use Fort Maker. It provides a large amount of ult gain and also increases intellect, making Alesh more smart for Gacha the Golden Fish. His skill investment is simple. I recommend leveling him to 60 and upgrading his combo skill to rank 6 while leaving the other skills at rank 1. If you want to invest heavily, you can upgrade battle skill to Mastery 1, combo skill to Mastery 3, and ultimate to Mastery 1. However, this is extremely expensive, and the only benefit is slightly more SP gain. So level 60 with combo skill, rank 6 is sufficient. Now we've finished covering Alesh, the biggest barrier for building a cryo team. He won't appear again in this video. Next is the adorable Gilberta. As a featured 6-star support, she brings extremely powerful utility. Gilberta is a debuffer who offers crowd control, infliction, and strong debuff utility. Her battle skill is irreplaceable, as she is currently the only character in Endfield who can group enemies with a battle skill. Gilberta's debuffs can be replaced to another operator's, but her enemy grouping utility is currently irreplaceable. Her combo skill is triggered by arts reactions such as solidification. It lifts enemies, and since the lift is a physical status, it triggers Shatter. Shatter has very high scaling value, making Gilberta's damage surprisingly strong. Additionally, since Shatter consumes Freeze, it also triggers Alesh's combo skill. Her ultimate applies Nature Infliction and grants a massive susceptibility debuff area, increasing damage taken by up to 54% in potential too. Although it only lasts 5 seconds and is an area debuff, meaning enemies can escape, it pairs perfectly with Yvonne, who is an ultimate-based nuker. Her ultimate susceptibility debuff reaches its maximum value at Mastery 1, so Mastery 1 is all you need. Her passive talents are fairly simple. Passive 1 provides additional ultimate charge, but it does not apply to strikers or vanguards, so Yvonne and Alesh cannot benefit from it. Passive 2 provides healing, but it requires 2 or more enemies, making it ineffective in boss raids. She has 2 main weapon options, her signature weapon, Delivery, and Stanza. Although Stanza is a 5-star weapon, it is extremely strong. In fact, her signature weapon can be considered an alternative to Stanza. In Yvonne teams, Gilberta primarily uses her ultimate during burst windows, so additional ult gain is not always necessary. You can choose between Stanza and Delivery, depending on how much ult gain you need. However, the pass weapon Etch is not recommended, as Stanza performs better. Finally, her gear. Gilberta has two main gear setups. The first is the standard setup, using the Xaihi set effect with ult gain. Without Perlica on the team, Gilberta's combo skill is harder to trigger consistently, so ult gain efficiency becomes more important. The second setup uses the Swordmancer set with Art's intensity. This setup maximizes her combo skill's lift effect, allowing her to stack the stagger gauge much faster. Normally, her combo skill generates 5 stagger on enemies without vulnerability, and 15 if vulnerability is present. However, with Swordmancer, it guarantees at least 15 and can go up to 28. This makes it extremely effective against bosses like Marble. A sub-DPS Gilberta setup may also be viable, but I am still researching and testing it. Finally, there is a field-only gear setup. The Catastrophe set, which is a purple tier gear, refunds 50 SP once. This makes field exploration much more comfortable. Next support is Perlica. She's very simple. Her main role is providing electrification and stanza. For a support build, you don't need to upgrade any of her skills. Of course, you can invest in her if you want to build her properly, as she is a strong operator. However, for support purposes, her skills, talents, and stats are not essential. Her instant electrification is level 1 electrification, increasing arts damage by 12%. At potential 4, this effect is further increased by 1.33. She uses gear with arts intensity, as arts intensity strengthens electrification. With the proper gear and potential level, Perlica can provide a 25% to 28% damage, take an increased debuff, using only Final Strike. Electrification is an arts reaction, so it can trigger Gilberta's combo skill. Coincidentally, Perlica and Gilberta have the same combo cooldown, which allows you to maximize Gilberta's ultimate susceptibility. Next support is Ardelia. Ardelia applies corrosion through her combo skill and consumes it with her battle skill to apply a long-duration susceptibility debuff. I said, Alesh is no longer covered today, so no demonstration, but consuming corrosion with Ardelia's battle skill also activates Alesh's combo skill, making Ardelia and Alesh a very strong duo. Her signature weapon is already strong, but Stanza is an exceptional option, so she can use it effectively. In current version, Arts unit support operators elements different, with the main damage dealer. Using Stanza could be easy answer. For notice, Chivalric Virtues does not activate on Ardelia. Chivalric only activates from healing skills, but Ardelia's healing comes from her talent, not a skill. Because of this, Chivalric Virtues cannot be triggered by her. This creates a very avant-garde and unconventional interaction.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Her gear setup is straightforward. Since she provides susceptibility, you can use the Xaihi set with ult gain, or use the Link set to maximize her healing. Her combo skill always activates at the start of combat and after Yvonne's battle skill, so she does not require a large amount of ult gain. As the best healer in Endfield, using a healing-focused set is also a very strong option. almost finished. We've finished covering the supports and vanguards, and once we cover the defenders and casters, the team guide will finally be complete. Both defenders are similar, but have slight differences. They both provide free healing, but SnowShine offers team protection, while Ember provides additional vulnerability for Gilberta's ultimate. Protection is valuable in Endfield. Most wipe mechanics deal heavy damage instead of instant death, so they can be survived with protection. Since Yvonne is stationary while using her ultimate, SnowShine can be very helpful in keeping her alive. SnowShine is very similar to Ardelia. Her protection also benefits from the Arknights set effect, and since her healing scales with will, the Arknights ult gain set is a great option. Alternatively, you can use the Link set to further improve her healing. Her gear setup is essentially identical to Ardelia. For weapons, simply equip any greatsword that provides healing bonus. There is no need to invest heavily in her skills, and investing in her talents for healing and resource recovery is sufficient to complete her support build. Next is Ember, another defender option for Yvonne. Many players may not be familiar with her. Ember functions as a stagger support and a sub-healer. In the Yvonne team, her battle skill is rarely used due to SP limitations. Her combo skill activates when an ally takes damage, healing the team while attacking enemies. Her ultimate grants a shield. Her talent provides protection, but unlike SnowShine, it only applies to herself. She has a more self-focused defensive buff and a personal attack buff rather than team-wide support. When equipped with the Swordmancer set, Ember can stack the imbalance gauge very effectively. She can also amplify the susceptibility effect of Gilberta's ultimate. Her healing is bonus. In the Yvonne team, Ember does not require heavy investment. No skill upgrades are needed. Simply equip the Swordmancer set with Art's intensity. Finally, we have the adorable cat, Estella. This is the last operator. In Yvonne teams, Estella is mainly used for her battle skill's instant cryo infliction. She is the only operator with an instant cryo-inflicting battle skill, making her useful in certain situations. I personally trimmed Marble for the first time using Estella, Alesh, and Xaihi. Estella truly shines in shatter-focused teams, not Yvonne team, but in Yvonne team, she has some synergy. She can enable shatter through team synergy. She works well with operators like Alesh and Gilberta. In Yvonne teams, Estella functions more like a sub-DPS. Unfortunately, there are no optimal DPS gear options for her yet, so prioritizing raw stats is recommended. Alternatively, using the Swordmancer set with Art's intensity to improve stagger performance is also a strong option. For weapons, you can use her signature weapon, OBJ or Valiant. However, since I haven't fully invested in Estella yet, it's still unclear how much damage she can contribute as a sub-DPS. That concludes the long operator overview. I considered splitting it into 2 videos, but decided to keep everything in one, and it's now nearly 20 minutes long. The best teammates for Yvonne are those who can truly bring out her full potential as the main DPS. In the next video, we'll go over the optimal rotations for the main team compositions. Thank you for watching.